moved here in 1990, in December, there was just a house here and a big shed and a flatlet, and we had about 20 to 40 children. But as things progressed, more and more children came. So we realized as we built our village that the only way we were going to do it was to stick together. You know, when you're this poor, the only way you survive is by coming together as a community, regardless of background, regardless of anything. You come together and you build together.
Again, it was always Marion's ambition that she wanted to deal only with disadvantaged kids in the rural areas.
I was doing social anthropology at university, and I was doing a lot of work there. Very dangerous times during apartheid, and we were helping women, domestic workers, because at that stage the law was that they weren't allowed to keep their children with them. I think you were only allowed to keep your child 8 weeks after birth. So we used to hide children.
My parents always took people in, when we were still young and it was apartheid. Whenever we used to go on holiday, we used to hide everybody in the cars because we weren't allowed to go there with black people, so it was terrible.
The neighbors were really getting upset with us, and they actually forced us out. Sit round us, guys. We took all the money we had, and that is when the village concept came to me. We started just taking people in.
Unfortunately, Lee and Nicole joined us, which are my daughters. And they walked in. There's some pretty wealthy members in the family, and these kids were told, you can travel the world, you can go and study overseas, you can go and work overseas, you can do what you like.
So we had a meeting amongst the two of us, and we said, okay, fine, we would like to stay and continue helping. Which my parents were very shocked because, they thought that we were going to go and educate ourselves and, travel, whatever. And we decided, no, we want to really work here,
Basically, we're serving pap and milk every day because the milli meal is the cheapest that we can actually get, and the milk is donated.
We are running out of space, so what we do is we just share our things, everybody puts blankets down, and we're actually doubling up. Because every time a new kid comes in, there's nothing we can do. In this room we have one girl that's living with us that's HIV positive, her name's Virginia. And what we have found is that the kids don't really mind, the ones that are negative live with the ones that are positive because we've said that we all live together. 14 that have it at the moment, that are living with us at the moment. We suspect another about 20.
I looked at a group outside my window I was speaking to yesterday, about 25 children. The mothers are just gone. The aunts are gone. The uncles are gone. So what's happened is that we are growing up with children.
We already have children at the age of 12 that are looking after all their baby sisters and brothers. We have a lot of families here that have lost their parents just because of HIV. We had a grandparent here that was just in tears. She said she's lost 3 daughters in 2 years just from HIV. And her kids are with us as well.
Who are my old growers? Come and stand with me. Lillian, she's planted a long time. Matt, come. Juan, come. Stand here. They've been planting since they were very, very small. All the money last year was spent on food. We had too many children. The children will come and sit and they'll just work in the earth, and it's very, very good for them as they are growing and they're coming to terms with a lot of their trauma. For example, the little one here, Lebo, her grandfather came one day, just arrived, and he brought these 2 very hungry little children. She's got a brother. And it turned out that they hadn't eaten, they'd starved. As we were starting to do counseling with her and spoke to her, we discovered that she was gang raped by 3 men, and then they carved their initials in her head. So it took me a year and a half to even take a comb near her head. They promised they were going to come and fetch her if she ever told anyone. So she waited for them every single night. And we had to do counseling sessions and sequences so that she could sleep at night. And she's still very not around. And she's very neurotic about food. If she's not first to get her food, she will go into a full tantrum. She'll just freeze. She doesn't know how to deal with it. And she still hides food in her pillow. And she's really developing now, starting to do schoolwork. You want to say something?
I love fruits. Fruits. And apple. And orange. And bananas.
If you look at all the children behind me, all of them have been raped. Why would we have people that would firstly rape a child, and then that's not enough? then they still carve up her head with a knife. I guess it's just deep-seated anger, just such frustration and such pain. I mean, imagine how dark that place is. She just became sicker and sicker, and she had very, very bad sores. Her entire body was covered in pus, in her eyes, her ears, her mouth. There was no part of her body that wasn't full of pus. And she was so skinny and wouldn't eat anything. She just told me she wants to go. She's ready to die. She can't do it. I had started preparing her. A woman arrived and said, listen, we've got money for one person for antiretrovirals, and we just jumped at the chance. She takes all her cocktails by herself. She knows everything about medicine. She said to me she's going to become a pharmacist because she knows.
The youngest child we have that has been raped is about 3 years old.
Bafana, come and sit here.
He was raped so badly that his whole anus comes out. Now all the muscles were ripped. So every time he goes to the toilet, everything comes out. So we had to try and push it back in every time he goes to the toilet.
He's only recently started walking, and he's already 5. He's turning 5.
People that think that they can cure their HIV through raping babies and young girls, it is a myth, but people tend to think it's true around here.
You can feel it when a child is dying. Oh, it's amazing. You can actually feel the angels around us because they're so busy. So this is my home. Not how I grew up. It is actually a shed that's been converted. It's a farmer's shed, and we've just put windows and walls up. And the reason I've had to break through here is because we have so many children that have arrived. So it's not just victims or AIDS orphans, it's economic orphans. Khan, I feel, has made an enormous sacrifice materially for me.
It took some getting used to, but again, as I said, I wouldn't change this for anything in the world.
Of course, the biggest question that everybody asks us is why? And why? Because then I have to say, why not? Do you have something better to do with your life than to help children survive what has happened on this continent?
The most amazing thing that I've actually come to realize is how little it takes for one to live. Now, some people say, yes, but you're surviving. No, I'm not surviving. The quality of life here far surpasses anything that money can actually buy me.
Angels in the dust. I thought we were the angels in the dust, the caretakers. But of course, it wasn't us. The children are the angels in the dust. We have to lift them. We have to be able to bring something and let them stand in the dust so that they'll be straight. Because many of the children we find are lying face down in the dust in a dark place and lost. Can I?
Yes.
In front of them?
Yes.
Lillian is a strong woman. Her childhood was stolen. Vusi, her young brother, well, older than her, but he's also very young, tried to prevent the man from going into the house, but he threw the brother outside and locked the door. And then he raped her. And she could never tell anyone. We would never survive without counseling. We wouldn't heal. Part of our modality that we use is sound and feeling. We go to the place where it hurts, and we revisit it. We resource the child by giving them their own particular sound that they find, and we use it for healing. So can you still remember it?
Yes.
You want to show it?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of sound is that?
Mommy.
Well, she chose it for herself. It's a mom sound, her mommy's sound. It's what she didn't get. The person who was missing was her mother. anyone that has been raped feel that they are dirty inside. They're dirty all over. And we have to go and find the one place that the person didn't get to. And it could be the little toe, it could be a place on their ear. It's just strange, you never know. Have you got wings, Lillian? Show me how big your wings are. Yes, they know. Children know. Lillian, come here. Special request for you. You heard that Betty said she's got HIV. You know, what did someone say? It's only HIV. Shall we all say it again? It sounds good. Yeah. She's only got HIV. She wants you to sing Friends. 1, 2, 3.
Friends, you are so wonderful to me. You are so precious to me. And I love you with all of my heart.
Well, we made the song. We survive apartheid. We come out and we've got HIV. We are devastated. I thought my heart was actually cracking up. I thought I was dying from the things I heard and had to help them with. But I was in for such a surprise. My heart wasn't in fact cracking, it was growing. And then I just felt it actually getting bigger. And I could take more. And I could hear the stories and not get lost in the detail and forget to see the angel.
Do something. Do make a difference. Do help a mother. Do save a life. Do help a child. Do dream out loud. Do Ubuntu.
I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart.
My name is Louise Hogarth, and I'm the director of Angels in the Dust. I am here today to tell you about my Do Ubuntu bracelet campaign. Ubuntu is a Xhosa word, and it means humanity toward others. In other words, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The bracelets are made by women in South Africa who are living with HIV/AIDS. In the Eastern Cape, where we're presently manufacturing the handcrafted Do Ubuntu bracelet, there's 70% unemployment. And we here in the West have an opportunity to help. Buy a bracelet. It provides income for the women, and 100% of the profits from the sale of the bracelets goes to children. Just 2 years from now, there'll be 25 million orphans. And with your help, this campaign can help thousands of children. Please wear your bracelet as a symbol that you care. It's a small thing you can do in your life, but it's a huge thing in these children's lives and in parents' lives. Please help us help these children.
Ndinawa mala okudiza ndi